Hi and welcome back to Disco Elysium, where I'm still quite sure that we already solved the case, and now I've seen some people going after my car, my partner's car. So let's speak to them.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Pisfay? Fuck the word is the other one. This is Pisfer. Can you please pause a second? I can't read that. It says the young man with Pissfoot written on his back.
If I were a real skull right now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan, "Fuck the word."
Snazzy shit ripped skull mobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads, scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now.
Skulls, now there's a strong organizational title. Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and on the contrary.
No, you just said that.
The part of the presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls. Yet.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs. Who are the skulls? You don't know? What kind of cop are you? It's not a question. Don't get into it. I'm so glad you asked. The question was rhetorical. The skulls are the most vicious gang of Besmutny. The nastiest bunch of psychos ever, jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases. Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi. Non-verbal? If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word. The lieutenant's voice is calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm. They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them lodging around their brightly painted, bottom-lighted vehicles. Oh, I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive. Do you know anything about the murder that took place here? Murder? A man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags. Yeah, sure, we'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man. Also, he was hanged. Anything else? He was hanged from a tree. Yeah, I mean, duh. These punks don't know anything, let's just move along. Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything? What does that mean? Fucking philosophy, man. You can do aggressive shit with philosophy, justify shit. Like murder or wasting your life away. Do you guys know Cindy the Skull? The young man's eyes glaze over as he marks in a voice filled with longing. Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull. Yeah, the other guy lights up too. A true artist of the future, just like Arno von Eyck. By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards. For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking youthful idealism. Odd, there isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like they're pissfoot and fuck the world out of some kind of moral obligation. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient towards them. Who's Van Eyck? Old man, doesn't matter, you'll be long gone before his greatness is recognized. So you're saying I'm an old man? Yeah, old as fuck. Yeah, man, it's like at death's door. No wonder you know nothing about the future. You won't be there. Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez? The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here. Apart from the Union themselves, of course. Don't you worry about that, we're gonna make up for the deficit. Yeah. Young men exchange approving nods. Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you a part of the Skulls or not? We're not franchise Skulls, well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them. What makes you think that the organization would accept you? Because we can just be just as psycho and vicious, you'll see. Oh, you can for sure once we're in. It's the last thing you'll ever see before the void consumes you. Throw him off his game. Are you sure Skull would say that? Well, yeah, I mean, we're only saying practice things for now, so we don't mean no harm to the Skulls branch or to you. This is definitely fucking the Skulls would say. But we're not trying to encroach on the Skulls branch in any way. On the contrary, we are just here to market it. Hold on, what does a criminal gang need marketing? You think of it more like two franchises merging, you know, us two and the Skulls. I really feel like we would add more to the table. Spice things up here in Martinez, you know, get the old machine of pain and suffering oiled up real good. Okay, I get what the Skulls do, but what do you franchise in? Youth unemployment? Whatever, man. Work is for pussies. You wouldn't get it anyway. So you're just pretending to be as nasty and vicious as the Skulls? Hey, we can be just as hard, like pavement on top of pavement, or a brick on top of another brick, or grave on top of a grave. These kids have the vocabulary, but might be missing a brain. Wouldn't a grave on top of a grave be just a big hole? What's hard about holes? Filling them up, baby. Enough about the scullery then. What's with the jackets? What about them? Why does your jacket have pissfoot written on it? Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character, and I do like piss. The word pissfoot epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world, things being defined as they seem, not as they are, and I guess it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit it catches the eye, and since the Grand Pipers are slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message. What? What I mean by this is we are all pissfoots, and that the word is inherently meaningless. Why do you have fuck the word written on your jacket? Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as a kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it. To catch a fish, you need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though, blow it up. You get more fish in shorter time, and for time is of the essence, and fleeting ever so quickly, man must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing, and that to me feels glorious, sticking your dick into the void. Hate to admit it, but in a weird way he's got a point. In a very weird way. Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackers and two badass cops? Hey Kim. Lower voice. Do you think it's a coincidence? There are two of us and two of these jackets. Which one would you wear? Are you more of a pissfoot or a fuck the world kind of guy? Neither. Come on, Jim, it's just a mental exercise. Fine, if only to end this discussion theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were already be down that path, I think pissfoot is the stronger of the two statements. That works, I feel more like a fuck the world kind of guy. Seems about right, especially considering your heroic attempts. That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there. So are we done here, or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party? Half-light. Oh, let's get that those jackets.
That ride is fuck.
Hey! Look who it is! Shrunken cop head material.
I did quit out because I wanted to change my gear. I have half-light gloves. And that's it with half-light. Yeah. Hey, no, not like that. From over here.
That ride is fuck.
Hey! Look who it is! Shrunken cop head material.
Okay, we need a 6 if it's 42%, yeah? We have 6, we need 14, we need to roll an 8. Yeah, we need an 8. Other way around. No, don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being skulls. Use that. Oh. Suggest they're massive skulls. Come on. Boys, with those jackets, you're gonna be the Skull Kings in no time. What, no? Skulls don't have kings? I think we're not even in yet. Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet. Prospect must be a hierarchical term, probably in the lower end. Not even prospects and already aspiring to be kings? Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the skulls? You're destined to go far. He gets it. Passive-aggressive flattery. Shut the fuck up. Are you trying to get us killed? Now bring it to the jackers and yes, start shouting. Yes, we want to be cool killer skulls too, like you guys, but we don't have skull jackets. Please be quiet. Not much left is for the nihilistic rebel at this point, the young man before you're scared out of his mind. What do you want? The jackets? You got it. No need for cruelty. You offer us your jacket like that? It would be impolite to refuse. Oh man. Okay, I get it. Skulls don't really wear slogans anyway. This was stupid. And I got the piss foot and the fuck the world jacket. Fuck. The other one sighs deeply. The lieutenant watches the boys take their jacket off with mild amusement. Since you said you're more of a piss foot kinda guy, I'll take the other one. I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you. Why not? They're a pair. We could really raise hell, go undercover, hard. This case doesn't require us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jackets will be useful at all. I just wanted them to not have them anymore. Cold-hearted cub. Still, it's good to know that we have a pair in case the need arises. The need will not arise. Pity, the jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man were standing alone on a street corner with pissfoot written on his back, it would just be an individual that has taken a liking to urine. And fuck the word all on its own is frankly generic. The dark-haired young man just stands there defeated. The wind blows. I don't know, Eric, it's cold out. Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us. And end. And we have 2 new jackets. Drama, no fucks given. Authority, wait, I'm a detective. And Half-Light Rhetoric jacket. A leather jacket that quite recently belonged to a hoodlum who understood love for what it really is. It has the hoodlum's nom de guerre written on the back. It's quite a statement. Recently belonged to a young man who possessed some intimate knowledge on the human condition and has his nom de guerre written on the back. It's quite a statement. Okay, what does mine has 2 pluses? These are just rearrangement of stuff. Okay. Not taking those. Why I have the composure shoes on? I have no idea. Those are also... I know why I have the conceptualization thing on. That's also a plus, so I could also take that. but I like shivers. I have to remind me every now and then why I wear certain things, because it's quite the time away. Sometimes that's also good. Empathy and hand-eye coordination. That's electrochemistry. Don't I have my other gloves? Yeah, interfacing. No, these ones go better. Inter-isolary dress shirt. When did I get the logic shirt? Did I always have that? I don't remember that. That looks like a normal shirt. The other one is better though. Has conceptualization. And this is encyclopedia. Yeah, I need that. Okay. Had to remind me of that. What are we thinking about? About the homosexual underground. Yeah, I'm interested in finding out what that is about. Let's see. Have they called back about the armor yet? Did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots? Yes, it took some convincing, but I got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Are you ready? The lieutenant leans in to listen. Shoot, notebook in hand. Shoot. The suit of armor was issued to an Orangese citizen named Alice Courtenaire. That's Alice Courtenaire. Exact date of birth unknown. He was signed into the Lillestad County Neonatal Care Unit on 28th of February 09. Neonatal Care Unit? He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2. According to Glacier, Lely said his real name wasn't really his. Perhaps that's because he was fostered. This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the East Brand Military Academy in Rederford at 17, then served in the Orangese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict. Then the armor followed him to Simenin, or at least I assume it did, and that's it. There are no records of his employment in Krenner or any of its other incarnations, or him even entering Revercore. He was found in a leaf compressor. It's a garden tool used to compress leaves into cubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files, so I thought it would be good for you to know. It is. Thank you, Alice. Any information on his foster parents? None. Sorry. So we have to connect him to Krenner's the armor. Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Good work. No problem. A compliment from Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Not bad. Well, we have his name and service record now. And that gave me 70 experience. A name, this is very good. Alice Courtenaire. This means something to him, to know that name, like naming a case, it's important. Sometimes police work is about human dignity, about giving back names to anonymous victims. I'm glad the inquiry was helpful. Did you have any other questions? Why? Okay, we have a lot of points. It's good that we should start spending them into shivers. Composure. What else? Volition. Encyclopedia. Let's leave it at that. All around you rain falls on the great city of Revercore. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters. I just came above the threshold with the shivers, didn't I? Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here, the snow is melting. What am I doing? Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your head. What do you see? Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another, rain falls down on the world. How does it feel? Humid, your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you. What's in the west? Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading into the ocean, wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez with its motorboat and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken seafort crumble on an inlet. Beyond the Bay of Revercol, ghosts rise into the sky. Who are you, ghosts? The skyscrapers of Latereta, the financial district, faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there? Will I? No, you're just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the Bay for Martinez every day. What's down the shore? Urban coastline, rain dripping off eternite-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water. And beyond that, Coal City, end of all lines. Run your fingers through your dampened hair. Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks arise somewhere in the distance. What's in the east? The great gates of the industrial harbors are locked, a chill runs down your back, you shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its side. Shake your shoulders again. You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza snow. You realize you have no shoes on. Your feet are red with cold. From the corner of his eye, the lieutenant gives your feet a worried glance. Rain drips from his glasses. I should probably do something about this. What is in the east? Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. I have the boots on. I have no idea why it doesn't work. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within it, immeasurable poverty in its shadow. And before that? You on the Martinez Plaza, small dot looking up at the sky, droplets form on your eyelashes. And beyond that, La Drisienne, King Dree's passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms, cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary. What's across it? Curon, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain. What's beyond Curon? A silvery curtain of rain over the houses, the class divide. You have never been there. They don't need the law east of the river. What's in the north? Capeside apartments, tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged on their in their war-torn stone walls. Hallway collapse from mortar hits of a wall that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. The news at noons. And closer, a yard. Rain fills onto the roof of a woodshed. Filthy water pools around a body. Droplets of rain slip from the dead man's cold cheeks. What's in the south? A traffic jam, rain thumbing on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down the windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised. What's on the other side? The road ascends, a raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snow melts in Jamrock. Where the hood at? Have a brother in the cut, where the wood at? Why am I not there? To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal in the widest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution failed. What am I doing here? Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock City stretches inland. Further. In the rain-swept distance above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs, you wipe your face with your hand, the rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink. What's above? Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently, your sight clears. What's below? Collapsed storm drains old sewage system flooded with rainwater, hidden weapon caches from the revolution, doors leading down to L'Île Royaume, the catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead. Motherfucker. This rain will not let up anytime soon, at least we're dressed for it, let's keep moving. And the rain stopped already 10 minutes ago. Thank you for that comment, Kim. Or does it now commence again? I'm thinking about, should I tell them that I solved the case? At least I should tell the Krenel guys that they can stop their tribunal.
Right to work!
We can't. Or?
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Okay. We can't rely on them. Ah, Fred. I have stuff, I think, for Fred. $0.90. Okay, 23 real. I can live another day in the whirling, but I should get at least 17 more so that I feel better about myself. But I bought the pants for 15, so I may not always be the most intelligent one. And I can also buy the shoes here for 50, which is completely stupid. Let's see, what else did he sell? Like sunglasses, I think?
The shine on those sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Electrochemistry and Inland Empire sunglasses for 2.5 and 3.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer.
Composure
Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that
cloak
economy.
for... okay. That's all too expensive. I'm sorry, I just hit the mic. That's all too expensive for me now. Let's close the Waterlock finally. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk, then the Waterlock starts moving. Oh, that's cool. Composure with him is reset. Yeah, I put a point into composure. Alright, we can go to the coast now. Expect rugged terrain and drunks. If you wanted to forge that document for Everett, now you can. I wanna do that. I don't want to trick them out of their hums. The radio relay hums with electricity. Money. Money on the ground. Let's first go down here. What are these bricks about? It's weird that they're yellow. Traffic beyond the gate, more abandoned motor lorries. The sign says no entry, someone scribbled an inverted star on it, so we can't go that way. This has magnesium. And the other thing will have bottles, I presume? No, empathy sunglasses, Gemrock Biker Cop sunnies. Or taking your Harme Rieu Supersonic out for a ride on the streets of Jamrock where your heart is buried. So we're down here now, so there will be a shed here. And then we can... oh no, this is that. That's that shed here. Okay. Then there's this, which is not gray. Meaning not interactable. And not dark gray. Which means non-interactable. Someone has broken down the fence and the barbed wire. Of this place here. Okay. Then let's see what this place is all about. There's nothing here. The wind is correlated by the 4-story buildings around this yard. Glory says the graffiti to the ghosts of us. Money. More money. Okay. Then we have that barrel over there. Magnesium. That's a boat. Someone has left their music collection beneath the tarpaulin. Smallest church in Saint-Seine. I found it. I found the song. The tape you found from a shack on the coast. The A-side has smallest church in Saint-Seine written on it, while the B-side is supposed to contain the instrumental version. Requires a boombox to play. Birds in a birch tree, barely audible coos come from above. The swing is missing, no one's been here for a long time. Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing, the wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you, there's desolation everywhere. Yet someone used to live here, laugh here. Thought it was a good idea to build a swing here. What happened here? In this yard? The lieutenant looks at the small building, a flock of grey swallows takes off in the distance. He is assessing the situation, how long ago was it abandoned? Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur for sheep. It didn't work out, they abandoned it about a decade ago. What's a bloc obscur? A black block, a part of the city left unrenovated after the war, or one that has fallen to gang violence or has become inhospitable in some other way. On aerial photos, bloc obscur look like dark squares, hence their name. So this part of the coast is a bloc obscur. Practically, it's not an official term in any ways, but look around, no sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks, it's no place to build a summer house. At least they left some old music behind. Yes, and you picked it up as part of the Jamrock Shuffle. It's not meant as nagging, just an observation. We should move. I don't think our suspect is in this particular yard. No place to hide, and besides, it's close to Martinez. Yeah, I'm really living that Jamrock Shuffle. Wasn't Jamrock Shuffle one of the possible things here? Inexplicable feminist agenda. Detective Cousteau. Cop of the Apocalypse. Finger pistols. Magnesium-based life form. Advanced race theory. The Jamrock Shuffle, there it is. I assume we get it if we collect enough items and never sell a single one and just collect them. The breaker pokes to power the radio pylon above you. Maybe there's something inside. Decades old concrete defenses. Children play on them now. Oh, is there a broken car up there? What else do we have? Let's first see where we go from here. I mean, that's where we come out if we go here. And then there's this... Are these the fishing huts? Full of broken glass, dusty shelves, and a forgotten chair. And a plastic there. We're now at this one, this little one. Okay, let's enter the first one and then go towards the car. This is quite empty. You see a dark red chair in the dim light of the room. It's only a red chair, just a red chair in an empty shack with what looked like a dusty bow tie on the shelf. Nothing to see here. Sounds like we need to investigate it then. Investigate the blood red chair. You're going to leave it alone, Harry. That's what you're going to do. And we're at... A cold breeze is enough to make the walls plain creak. Another postcard. A bow knot. To drama. No. I can't replace the tie. Oh, it goes around the neck. No, I can't replace the tie. It's my friend. He called out for me to take him off the fan in the ceiling. He's my only friend. Can't take off the tie. There's a boat tucked away underneath the tarpaulin cover. Great news, the boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath in a supine position. Wait, what would I be doing under there? I don't know, sleeping? What do people do under boats? This is merely measurement from your visual cortex. Do with it what you want. Great news, I found somewhere near to sleep. I said great news. I said great news, I found somewhere to sleep, point at the boat, under this boat here, it will be free. Sarcastic self-pity is not what we needed at this moment. I understand the situation looks grim, but we must continue with our investigation. Think of it as salvation. You have a home somewhere, all cops do. When this is done, you can return. Footprints in the snow, they lead away from the accident. Seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. So I did drive that vehicle. A creaking ahead, a broken axle grinding. A banked up fuel canister. That's important. A dented stainless steel canister for transporting and restoring heavy fuel oil. The logo on its side has been partially stripped over years of use. The government issued red-dyed fuel oil inside. Looks like paint, though it smells much, much worse. I have paint now. A bottle drained of all its booze is frozen to the ice. This is it. The scene of the party, the fire pit, cigarettes and empty bottles, all evidences. Hold up, don't you mean scene of the crime? Not as such, I'm talking about what came after the party scene. Yeah, sure does look like a lot of folks partied here. Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunk motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose eye sculpture or a chocolate fountain. Hey Kims, looks like we've had a couple of partygoers here. Looks like it. This was some kind of theater to them, a circus production by a great clown. Lieutenant to Justice Class nods. Hey, let's keep moving, detective. Someone here doesn't want to dwell on it. What's that? Money. More money. Sometimes you have to look after the small things. Can't I take the booze bottle? It is frozen to the eyes. Okay. Then let's look at the car. Oh, wait a second. Okay, the car. A banked-up motor carriage lies half-submerged in this icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there in the icy water. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading. So this is where all the tracks were leading to. It appears to be so. Let's investigate. I agree. We should most definitely investigate. You get a sudden sinking feeling, stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep dark cold water. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunk motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea. What's the make of this, MC? Can I see a logo? The logo is too deep in the murky water, you can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by. How long has it been here? The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday. The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening. Well, looks like Jacob Earth's journey came to an abrupt halt here. Your mocking tone finds no response but the motion of the waves. Did you say something, Lieutenant? I did not, but I'd say it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday. You run your hand over the cold metal. The motor carriage is probably stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. What should we do? Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside. Great idea, then we can get the thing inside. The joyrider must have left some good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket, a joyrider jacket. A joyrider jacket? You feel a strange connection to this joyrider. Maybe he's from some kind of joyrider's district and likes blue and white racing livery, like a cop would. How long will it take for the low tide to come in? I don't know, an hour or two tops. Sit on the swing and wait for the tide to recede. So it's 1338. And now it's 1353. That's okay. As you sit down in the old rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sounds of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant loud laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea. Hold on, it looks very blue. Point to the sunken vehicle. What's your favorite blue thing? Let me think about it. Let's whistle a tune. The tune on your lips forms a strange yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance, then still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher pitched and slightly more melodic thrill. Two birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside, looking at the water, and a sunken car. The wind blows in the distance behind the church. Some vagrants are having an argument over a bag of tar they found in the reeds. Further away, a flock of seagulls land. The cloud pass in the sky and the shadow of the swing moves like an hour, and on a timepiece 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion. So was your dad also, you know? Point to your eyes. I'm pretty sure I told you already, didn't I? My mum and dad are both half zeolite. I don't know who my mum or my dad was. Clouds on the horizon grow dark, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes passed. Do you think I will ever find my gun? God, I hope so. I've been thinking if I put enough time into eating right and exercising, I could turn myself into a living weapon. Then I wouldn't even need a gun. Okay. Your voices echoes over the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass. Can you make out the mark now? Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Cupris Model 40. It's a simple and rugged machine favored by working men, government officers, firefighters, animal control people, you know, those kinds of people. Is that a number on the side? Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for? It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical. Does he know something about it? It's mine. Okay, this is the only one that goes in the right direction. I had guessing district something, a precinct, something municipal. I think it's precinct 41. A precinct, yes, a police precinct, precinct 41, your precinct. A massive pit opens up in your stomach and the most terrible feeling overcomes you. No, just no. Say no to this, Harry. No, no. Yes, your car is in the sea. Face it so we can start dealing with this. Oh my god, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea? I'm afraid yes. It looks like you started in the front of the whirling, jumped over the cannon and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here. Maybe I was in pursuit of someone. Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk. How do we get it out? Detective? We don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point. So it's just going to be there like that? I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. It's part of it might be salvageable, but although this machine is a write-off, I can still fix it. That's very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It will be cheaper to buy a new one. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real, but in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this. People are going to be angry at me, aren't they, in Precinct 41? Let's face it, that is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to mine. This was 20% of the station's vehicular budget? They are not going to take me back after this, are they? People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly. The badge, the gun, and now this. Lieutenant Justice Glasson doesn't say anything. There's also a 4th thing. You've lost. A 4th thing? More precious than a gun, badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas. Things were going so well, we were just whistling merrily. You can still whistle. Besides, the night is always darkest before the dawn. At least we have a pretty good suspect. If we found your motor carriage in the sea, maybe we'll find her too. Something about his notion gives you strength, makes you realize this isn't the end of the road yet. Well, at least I can see what's in there now. I found the traffic hooligan. Yes, let's go take a look. Go to your inventory and interact with the item by clicking the Interact tab and then Interact. What? Why did I get a tutorial for that? Weird. I suppose I'm gonna find something inside here. RCM badge, Lieutenant 2 JFR Dubois. And RCM Commander's jacket. A commander jacket. The black uniform jacket with RCM signature, white rectangle on its right sleeve and backside. Red letters inside the collar read Lieutenant 2J FR. The jacket is of exceptional quality other than some minor wear and tear. So that's visual calculus instead of shivers. I'm taking shivers, but I want to look at them. Yeah, that looks good. I'm taking the raincoat though. Thick blue piece of acrylic covering a thin leaf of paper with the officer's name and rank on it. Next to the writing you see a man stare back at you, a younger version of you, already disintegrating inside but still presentable on the outside. So, we'll start the next episode by talking to our car again and examining our... Is that my badge? That's my badge. By examining our badge. So, have a nice day. See you tomorrow.